Hey, hi guys, welcome to another video. I recently got a thought, do we really need human receptionists at the hotels? When we go to the hotel, there will be receptionists at the front desk, right? Do we really need them? I felt like we can replace them with a voice agent because they typically do the same routine work, right? With that idea in mind, I built a proof of concept on voice-based hotel assistant. Okay, it literally acts like a receptionist. So now, what and all this voice-based assistant will do? Firstly, it can confirm check-in. Like when we enter the hotel and if we ask like we have booked an hotel, it will ask our phone number and all, and it can provide the room number based on the phone number in case if the booking is confirmed. And it can even suggest the good places around to visit. Like when we go to the vacation, it can even suggest the places as well. And in case if we are in the room and if you want some service, you can even book the room service as well. And it literally does whatever the front desk receptionist can do. So with that intention in mind, I have just built a small POC. And what I have used here is like I've used Crew AI, OpenAI Whisper, and ElevenLabs. Crew AI flows I have used, not the cruise. I've used Crew AI flows to navigate to a specific method based on the user query. So now if I share my screen, so guys, now if you see, like as I said, I'm using ElevenLabs to convert the text to speech, and I'm using OpenAI Whisper to convert the speech to text. So first, user will talk. The information is converted from speech to text, and the text information is given to this Crew AI flows, and it will navigate to a specific method. If in case if the user asks local information to a specific method, in case if user asks for a room service to a specific method, in case if the user has a query related to a check-in in the hotel, to know his room number and all, then it to a specific method. For that, I have used Crew AI flows. So once the response we get from the Crew AI flows, again that textual information is passed to this ElevenLabs method, and in this method I'm just converting the text into the speech again. So let's go ahead and look at the demo. So I'll just trigger my code and it will ask me to speak out. Okay, then I'll ask the question and it will go to the Crew AI flows and get the information and speak back again using ElevenLabs. Hey, I have booked a room in your hotel and my phone number is 7675860617. Can you please get me the details and confirmation?
Yes, sir, we have found your booking. You can check into room number 102. Your checkout date is 2025-705. In case if you need to extend your stay, the price per night is 100 rupees.
So it's literally reading this particular piece of text. This text we got from the Crew AI flows. I'll explain the code at the end. And now let me ask another question. Let me ask what are the best places to visit around Hyderabad? Hey, I'm new to Hyderabad. I want to know what are the 3 to 4 best places around Hyderabad to spend time with family.
Things to do in Hyderabad with kids. 1 Ramoji Film City, 2 Golconda Fort, 3 Calvary Temple, 4 Charminar, 5 Birla Mandir, 6 Salar Jung.
So like this we can build an agent. This is just a POC, but we can build some front desk replacement for the receptionist, and which can does the similar job what receptionist can do. That's it. So guys, now coming to the code, if you see, what am I doing here? So I just installed Crew AI. In case if you want to know how to create a Crew AI project and all, you can just go to my YouTube channel. I have Crew AI playlist and all. And in the main.py file, this is where I have my piece of code completely. If you see, at the end, this is the kickoff method, and this kickoff method is triggering the whole flow, hotel assistant flow, with the input whatever we pass. Right now I'm passing this input from this app.py file. So now if you see, what are we doing in this class? So now if you come to this class, this is the start. The first method with this will be triggered. We are using flows here, we are not using cruise here. So it will be started, and based on the user query, it will analyze whether it's related to check-in, whether it's related to room service, whether it's related to local information. Accordingly, it will respond a specific string. That's what I'm asking this particular LLM to do. I'm using OpenAI LLM here. That's it, and we get the response. And after this particular start, if you see this is the method name, no user query type. See, this is the router. So this is where the second method gets triggered immediately after the start. And now here we are just returning the specific thing based on the user query. And now if you see, there are few set of methods which will listen to the return type of this particular method. If you see listen reception check-in. So in case if this returns the reception check-in, this method will be called. And in this method, so if you see, I'm just taking the user input and I'm just asking to extract the information. So I'm just asking to extract the phone number from the user input. So once we get the phone number, then we are calling this particular method. And in this method, if you go to this particular method, we are just connecting to my local Postgre, and I'm getting the information based out of the phone number. That's it. And now if I go back to the main.py, and once we get all the details, I'm just returning a string. Yes sir, we found your booking. We can check, you can check into so and so room number, your checkout date and the charges, everything. And if there is no phone number, then we can say like no booking found for the phone number. That's it. So similarly for the room service, in case if we ask for the room service, we are just returning a specific strings. That's it. So this is how we are creating a flow using Crow AI. Just a simple flows. And if you see, I'm using the state as well. So at every stage, I am updating the state variable. Now, how am I creating the state? So now if you come here, this is my reception state. If you see for this hotel assistant class, which is our class where we have all the methods, it is taking this particular state. So here I have two variables in this. One is user queries, one is the question type. In LangGraph, how we have the state variable. Right? Similarly, the same concept of the state variables we do have here. We can just access wherever you want, or we can just append at every stage you want. In the start, I'm just appending, and in the next methods onwards, I'm accessing that particular user query. So I want to extract the phone number, right? So I'm just updating the user input to the state in this method. If you see, I'm just updating user input, and in the next method, I am just reading from the state the user input. So that is how we can use the state variables. Now we saw how the flow is, right? That's it. Now let's go and see the app.py file. So what are we doing here? So this is a simple piece of code. So this is a main method. First records the user inputs. If you see, I'm just using a sound device to record the user input. It just records the user voice from the microphone. That's it. Now after that, I'm just calling the OpenAI Whisper model to extract the text out of it. And now once I have the text, I'm calling this particular kickoff method. Kickoff method is from the main.py. Here if you see this particular method, and here we are triggering the flow. That's it. So now once we get the response, so it triggers the flow. It triggers the flow, and every method in this will return something, right? That response is again captured and again called this generate audio. And what am I doing in this generate audio? Again using ElevenLabs to convert this text into speech. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.